this ends a 4-game homestand. I guess just looking back at the previous 4 games, I guess just where do you feel like you guys have grown the most as a team as you look ahead to the next couple games?
It's been fun, just playing in Bud, just playing in front of the people, having that much support. So it's been good, and we just been taking it one game at a time. And I feel like we've made a lot of improvement over the last 4 games, just with small things like in practice. Coach preaching to us a lot about like playing the whole 40 minutes, just stuff like that, fighting the whole 40 minutes, making sure we always know our assignments and just doing our job. So I mean, we've been taking it one game at a time and just using each game to get better.
And DJ, this is probably your best all-around performance of the season so far. I guess just for you, where do you feel like you've gotten better? Just as the season has progressed, and just looking ahead to Duke and Louisville. I guess just what more do you want to accomplish as you get closer to those games?
Just the same thing, taking it one game at a time, just staying in the gym. I wouldn't say anything specific, just all around. Becoming a better scorer, just whatever I could do to help my team win. So I mean, nothing specific, but just like staying in the gym, just improving on everything. And there's some good games coming up, so we're very excited. And I mean, that's what we play for, to compete in games like that, in atmospheres like that. So we excited, but we know we got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, Karter, another double-double for you. Did you come into tonight with that same mindset that you had a couple games or last week against UCA?
Yeah, the same mindset. It's the mindset for every game. Try and go out there, get every rebound, try and get a double-double. That's the mindset for the whole season.
And then for either of you, Malik Ewan really had a good game tonight, 21 points. He's obviously struggled a little bit, not played as much these last few games. How was that to see him really get going and have a really big night?
It feels great. He's very skilled, one of the best big men in the SEC. So, seeing him go off like this, only missing one shot, it's pretty impressive. You did everything good around the floor, blocked shots, shot the three, scored in the post, and, finished around the rim.
Karter, Coach has been in here the past couple times saying that, Billy's energy is kind of rubbed off on specifically you in game. Is that something that you can feel as it's happening every night as, Billy's going 2 more dunks tonight on back-to-back possessions?
Wait, say that last part again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, back-to-back dunks.
Oh, yeah.
Back-to-back possessions.
Yeah, Billy, his energy is just one of a kind, and that energy rubs off of me. We go at each other in practice, compete, we get each other better, we complete each other, and that's the goal, that's what we do.
For either one of y'all, the physicality was there tonight, and that's something that Coach Calipari had been stressing over the last few weeks. What was the difference between tonight and what we had seen maybe out of you guys the previous 4 games, even going back to Michigan State?
I say really just our mindset. That's something Coach talked to us about, and he brought us in the room and talked to all of us about. And even in practice, he was more urgent on like being more physical and just giving more effort. Like not even just physical, but just playing harder, like playing a lot more intense. So that was something he preached, and that was something he was big on. So I feel like it was just our mindset, just coming to the game knowing that we was going to be the aggressors and we was going to play hard no matter what. No matter if we made a mistake or no matter if we was missing shots, because you're not going to play perfect. But that's something Coach big on, giving as much effort as you can.
Seemed like everybody was real excited about Amir getting the opportunity to get his first career point. I guess just to see him get that opportunity for either of you guys, what was that like?
That's our boy. We happy when any of our teammates get to play and get in. So that's our boy. We was happy for him. He a great teammate, a great person. So it just felt good to see him get out there and have fun. And that's for all of them. All the other guys who got to get in as well and play. We all teammates, and that shows in the locker room and stuff like that. We all pretty close and we all cool with each other. So it felt good to see all of them get in, and we was happy for them, just like they always happy for us.
Carter, how important is it for you or Billy to get started early just with those effort plays so everybody else feeds off that?
It's very important. I go out there, set the tone. That's what we all do. We try and set the tone for the people coming off the bench, knowing they go rub off our energy. So we go out there, we just dive on a loose ball, try and get rebounds, get blocks, deflections, all that stuff. That just rubs off the other players' energy.
Thank you.